This song is dedicated to the coronation of the Oba of Benin Kingdom, who are called Obaseki. Yes, sir. Ena mana bunuke o, ena mana bunuke o, ena mana bunuke o, iyeme o, ena mana bunuke. Ejendo wagakupe o, akupe o eti o. Iriendo wagakupe o, akupe o eti o. Ọmọdé yìí mẹ́ra o, oyanu ka ìwà kan. Ọmọdé yìí mẹ́ iye o, sẹ́nu ka ewu o. Ena bunuke, wàgé mẹ́bà wà o. Ena bunuke, ọjà lẹ́gbẹ̀ o, sàràrà gbà. Ema nama bunuke o, ema nama bunuke. Ọmọdé yìí mẹ́ra o, oyanu ka ìwà kan. Ọmọdé yìí mẹ́ iye o, sẹ́nu ka ewu o. Àkọ́jọ́ ọ̀rẹ́rẹ́ o, ọmọ ìwé ìṣèlè òkè. Àkọ́jọ́ ọ̀rẹ́rẹ́ o, ọmọ ìwé ìṣèlè òkè. Ejendo wagakupe o, akupe o eti o. Iriendo wagakupe o, akupe o eti o. Ọmọdé yìí mẹ́ra o, oyanu ka ìwà kan. Ọmọdé yìí mẹ́ iye o, sẹ́nu ka ewu o. Ena bunuke, wàgé mẹ́bà wà o. Ena bunuke, wàjà lẹ́gbẹ̀ o, sàràrà gbà.
All right, my people, una good evening, una do, una good morning, una do, and una good afternoon, una do. My good people right there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. We are going to have a night discussion right here. We're going to have our brothers going to join us soon. We're going to talk about Governor Obaseki, talk about the state, talk about Nigeria as a whole. All right, my good people, how are you guys doing? Please share. hit the like button, and let's do this together. Let's do this together, my people. We are back here again. Governor Obaseki don't cry come out. For the first time, the governor of those state, he don't cry come out. We're going to talk about so many things. I know, say, people will love Obaseki. People will love Obaseki with all their heart. They don't like this broadcast today. And no worry, not gonna let you love Obaseki. I love Obaseki too. We not talk with you, we don't know about Obaseki, we talk with it day. And with the back and up with evidential content. You get me? So help us to share. I have my brother here. It's the Israel Asemotaro. You are there with me. What's up, my brother? Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening. Nice to join you in your program.
Good evening. I have our brother there, Mr. Eriamato. Good evening to you, my brother.
Baba, I greet you now.
I greet you. We don't see come again. But this one,
Which should be this one? So this one, the win award.
Now they all stand. So some of the way they give position, we get Obaseki there, we get deputy there, we get
now let's talk. I know Obaseki and deputy. I don't know all this. They just stand like who they give award to.
Now we put there for there like that. Make they can tell us how they waka today. And I know say the level commissioners have been sworn in. At least before that, we need to applaud the governor for that. I beg, we can applaud Governor Obaseki for that. You have done well. If somebody do something, make they talk him. We'll talk him I be. But before that, I'm gonna play a video where we all are gonna have something to deliberate or debate on. These are my bodies. Israel, what's up?
I'm good. I'm just good.
Oga, Mr. Eriamato. See, this one a late evening. Go they do and they go je. We don't need too much of wahala. We just want to talk how it be. We'll look at the comment section. Let me acknowledge the people on the comment section right here. Israel, if I comment to and it's today here. If I comment today. So we have our mommy in the house, mommy, the diaspora, mother of all. Good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you. Sonny Gabriel, I see you right there. Good evening to you. Reclaim greatness. I see you right there. Osai Bovo Okonga, I see you right there. Good evening to you. James Osaze, I see you. Good evening to you. Joy Eige, I see you right there. Good evening to you. Samuyi Vincent, I cite you. Osas Jimo, Daosa Betty, good evening to every one of you. Joan Obaseki, I see you right there. Jolly Sibo, good evening to you. What's up? Vivian the Rose deal with us 24/7. I don't mean that they begin the one that now this woman that she the rest as well. Come here, already know say mommy the hospital, even though now 2 in the night you take entire life, mommy the hospital will deal with you. But Vivian the Rose now and some of our people for here now, I don't understand. Now do we appreciate it now? Sonny Gabriel, Lucky and Doc Bagbo, I see right there. Diaspora vibes, I see right there. Okay, say humanist, no use laugh, kill us, I beg you. You never even talk when I know they laugh. I'm gonna want to turn out to a comedian now. He's a funny man as well, and he's a loving guy. Okay, Edgar, nice. Osezua, I see you right there. Richard Bensi, see you, Kingsley Omo Mozizi, Sarobo Ogi. I be what is in Barrister Osarojo Ogi. Osarobo Ogi. What's up? Good evening to every one of you. Okay, let's do this. If I don't mention your name, Eunice Saki. I don't mention your name before. John Eruse, Ida Betty. I see all of now. If I don't mention your name, I better make you understand. Say this our gongo so. Now let true to the user they see. Now things be na so they say. Meanwhile, let's start from here, my people.
We've seen the governor of Edo State coming out and warning the federal government on the state of the economy. He was criticized heavily the last time, but he has warned of tougher times ahead. It's revealed that the state Edo, got a 1.7 billion deficit in the federal allocation for the month of September. And according to him, things might get even worse for the month of October. Mr. Obaseki, who was speaking shortly.
All right. When I say Obaseki don't cry, come out. What I'm talking about is that when I wait to some of my Nigerian family, they don't like when I post, I talk, not verse. If you don't like pause and play, don't watch live. You can watch later so that you can forward. But our program is 80% analytic program, so you must understand how it works here. You don't just play video and let it be playing like that. Yes, Governor Obaseki, for the first time, he don't talk, he talk, but he talk go the area of deficit. He don't crack, come out now say about 1.9 billion naira deficit in the month of September. Now, for the month of October, my people, Edo people, many of us go here win the way they be, the way they be. I go like make una here now, make una order.
After swearing in commissioners and special advisors at the government house, insisted that he has been vindicated over his earlier comment on dwindling revenues from the federal government, which did not go down too well in many quarters. Take a listen to him.
And as a government faced with dwindling revenues, I emphasize faced with dwindling revenues. In the month of September.
In case you don't understand, dwindling revenues. Now, not say Governor Obaseki, you get the way to use the English. Dwindling revenues. Oh God, all this your English safe. I don't know whether I do with my dictionaries for yourself. Governor Obaseki, you use English, still dwindling. My people waiting, they talk about the say. He says some people accuse him, indirectly. Some people accuse him, say money where they come, they use him where. They don't accuse him, say they put some money for corner. Some people accuse him, say they do it like this. We know, say some people don't really they accuse him for a while now. If you check now for those states, for them people they talk, for media people they talk. Governor Obaseki can say dwindling revenues. So now that dwindling revenues, anyone talk so say, okay, make I shock una. Now in the talk, so he can say because now fear I go play for una for his side. Calm down. He can talk now and say the dwindling revenues. Now, let me tell you people what I'm passing through that I have not revealed to the public. For the first time, let me reveal this to you all. Now then you can talk about deficit. You can say we are in September, in the month of September, 1.9 million. Which should be million? B, Israel, you not correct me, not be M, or not B. 1.9 billion naira deficit in the month of September. October, we could have prepared rubber of Gary for October. I don't know how you go your B. Okay, make una listen to that.
September, we end in the month of September. We end from the Federation account 1.7 billion naira less than we earned in August.
All right, my apology on that. 1.7, not be 1.9. The figure, I get that wrong. Okay, 1.7. We'll quick correct that one as we go. So, you can wait. This thing say you're the shake this evening. Israel network not good.
1.7 billion naira less than we earned in August. And NNPC has threatened that the month of October, the Federation account may have to give them money for them to sustain the subsidy regime we're having. So things.
Okay. October, in Dr. can say a lot of challenges Make una dey wait for him. But one thing I'm gonna say now, I know say 6 months ago, Governor Obaseki Cry come out. I say cry, so he don't first cry, oh, but that cry when he cried 6 months ago, he cry go meet federal government say the one na the share money. I dey want to now, based on economy, oh, based on this oh and that oh. He said they don't listen to him. He said, but I don't say now say waiting talk that time is gradually coming to pass. Look when I listen to him. Now you tell me say play more. Anybody where you tell me say my plan, your offer will you go sleep and your wait.
Give them money for them to sustain the subsidy regime we're having. So things are not looking good financially, particularly at the federal level. You're witnesses to when I raised alarm 6 months ago and it was dismissed. Now the chicken is coming home to roost. But this is the time that you're joining me in government to govern Edo.
So when I raised alarm 6 months ago, nobody, they disputed it, nobody listened to them. He said now the chicken is coming home to lose. Say get the way this our governor who they call. Calm down now, calm down first. Me never talk finish. You calm down, my brother. Say Governor Obaseki, they get the way they use all in English. The chicken is coming home to lose. Israel go explain that one to us. Like say Israel go know what that one mean later. Or maybe Mr. Ramato go know. Say Mr. Ramato, he's a lawyer. He go because the chicken is coming home to lose. You don't know what he mean. Governor Obaseki, our mama where they say more for market, not the hear all this English. If you say you are communicating with the dope people, how they want to know what you they talk so? Okay, no worry. I'll the break out for them. We're gonna hear them.
This is the time that you're joining me in government to govern Edo State. Our internally generated revenues is not at the desired level yet. We need to make sure that we get more Edo people to now contribute and pay taxes. A situation where less than 100,000 or less than 200,000 people out of 5 million people pay taxes is unfair.
Okay. For the internal revenue, in case some of them know what when they talk now, say some of them where they bypass tax. Hand go the cash now. They don't first talk say some people will get foundation. Barristers are just get issue letter come out. That's that one yesterday or the first day. People will get illegal foundation where they take they collect people money, where they take they extort people money for those state. All those one they don't go back to Boko, where they say they want to pay all of them. Foundation where they talk so so many of our brothers and sisters they get foundation no, and they look for after some mama people will get blind eye, people will get this one. So you don't talk they talk 2 days ago that one don't say day. We never come address that one. And all those people will get foundation not can say with the step on their toes. Then our government wants start to the step on their toes. No, so that one the Koboko where they want to beat to now we not get registration number. That one you're the corner. But the one when they talk now be say some of you now where they watch me so yes, you know the pay tax. Some of you now we know the pay tax now. In the talk and say how we want to survive for Edo. Although the rumor what they hear say the internal revenue na billion. But me no know I know say for this our platform now waiting me fee confirm. Now me they talk. Don't be say I know they hear things so, but waiting me fee confirm. Now me they talk. Anything where I know fee confirm I not get hand for inside. Because I know say one day the fit can call me based on say who me be, based on say how we take day. They can't come in and say, oh God, all this way you go to talk, tara. How you want to defend them? I know I go face panel. I don't want that one. But people will know the pay tax now. People like Israel, know the pay tax go Benin. People like Mr. Ramato, know the pay tax go Benin. Many of them are they know the pay. You know, if you say check out where we're now, man, look, I know people know the pay tax go Benin for here now. Like someone like Diaspora Vibes now, you know the pay tax go Benin. True Story Lady P, you know the pay tax go Benin. Angela Haimufwa know the pay. Jolly Sibo know the pay. Tina David, you know the pay. So if you no pay, how una say mutesimo? So from henceforth, more the pay tax now, kuna know the pay. No, your tendency they pay. So post your receipt for here now, make I know say yes, say you they really pay. You know, so we take all right, more listen more to Ram. More listen more to Ram now.
100,000, or less than 200,000 people out of 5 million people pay taxes is unfair.
You've heard the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki. There, I'm very sure that there will be reaction to some of his statements because there was the last time he spoke.
Okay,
Again, we've seen the governor of Edo State.
reaction day. He said there will be some reactions. So the reactions that made me bring all these men will go fear me face the reaction. Mr. Ramato, you are there. You hear what the Edo State governor talk. We get many videos we want to play, but we have to address this first. Okay. And Mr. Israel, you are right there with us. I would like you to take this first, you know, before we wait for Mr. Ramato to take on with us. Mr. Israel, what is your take on the statement from the governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, on the deficit, 1.7 billion naira deficit on the in the month of September? What's your take on that?
Once again, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Nigeria Watch, and thank you for bringing me onto this broadcast that you have it now. First of all, we thank the governor for coming out, for being bold to actually come out to say, Edo people, this is what we are going to be facing. That shows there's a bit of transparency that we are trying to see. This is the system we are trying to build. And I'm very happy because for the past years, we've not seen governance coming into the state and not giving us the accuracy of what is going on in the system. And this is what it built up. But my take of this is like, actually he voiced out, that was about 6 or 4 months ago. But the time, it delayed a lot to give us what is actually happened because we have been crying. It looks as if the crying from the diaspora, he's already seeing the effect and he's seeing it on ground. And that is why it has to come out. But the fact that what Obaseki is saying is actually correct from the federal level, from the state level. Now let's take it gradually. From the state level, though some people pay taxes and some people don't pay taxes. This is the system we are trying to build. If you don't have revenue being generated in the state, the amount that comes from the federal government, it doesn't add up. Do you get me? The state has to create a revenue by themselves. There's a time now and certain things whereby we say that things were gradually changing. People were Obaseki was trying to make things, everything has to go with you have to go with POS and things like that. That is a way of generating revenue to the system. But 1 or 2 persons are going to say it came out at the wrong time because you should have let us know so that every stakeholder should be aware of what is going on. Because you said it before, you didn't nail it. People were thinking you were joking. So you should have nailed it, completely nail it. Come out every time, let the people know what is going on. Give everybody the task. This is what we need to do. We need to collect revenue. We don't need this thing. This is what he's been fighting for. So why don't you make sure that the Edo people know what was going on before all this time? So when are we going to do this thing now? When are we going to start? Because you're already saying the effect is going to start hitting on us. Effect from next month. So how do we now tackle this thing? How do we get prepared? And one thing he was saying about a kind of a gambling, revenue that comes to the state. I think all these things is based on politics. Because you cannot say certain state will get this, certain state will get this. Even Wike was saying it the other day. The VAT, how can Kanu is generating 200 billion, for example, and it's getting the same money. And why other states are generating higher, but they are still getting less what they generate. So all these things are things that we need to balance the system. And this is why you must have intellectuals that are in there to make sure that this system works. It's very
But
unfortunate right now.
if you check what Governor Obaseki is complaining about, he's complaining about the deficit of the month of September,
Yes,
which is blaming the federal. He said the
yes,
money they sent to them, they actually, let me say, forcefully or mistakenly remove 1.7 billion from inside. Say not complete.
That's what I'm trying to say is there's still an imbalance in the system. The whole federation, even Wike was lamenting on that. If you watch, there was a video.
But at the same time, Governor Obaseki jumped from the federal straight to the states.
Yes,
Although it's still almost the same thing, okay?
yes, of course.
Talk about the 1.7 billion deficit. Now, he's not talking about the people in those states. At least statistically, 80% of them or even 90% of them are not paying taxes. What's your
Yes,
take on that?
yes. Actually, he is correct because he has it. He's an economist. He knows all these things. And there was a time, even the Board of Internal Revenue was being held to the neck because certain people who works there started buying cars. Whereby the money that was supposed to be generated, when you have like a system that is not just, as you are getting the money, some people are using it to benefit themselves and giving, if 10 naira is coming, you give 2 to the state government and you already have the rest 8 to yourself.
All right. Okay.
How does it work?
Let's hear from Mr. Ramato and let
Yeah.
me see what we have to say about this. Mr. Ramato, are you there with me?
When can talk.
Okay, talk to me. Talk to me. What's your take? You hear where our governor they talk just now.
You want me to talk?
Talk to us. We there here with you. You don't hear everything.
I know they attack me this evening.
No, talk calm. I be.
Okay. Now
Listen, our channel, before you go, our channel, we don't say things because we want to talk. We talk based on facts. All right.
Now,
So say it how it is.
Let me take it from the point of currency printing that he said in around 6 months ago, which he said that the federal government was actually printing money. Yeah. That if cash not taken, the inflation is going to increase, and they debunked it. And today, the reality is facing us in our face. Now there's now a reduction of 1.7 billion naira in the September, allocation to the federation. To the state, I have said this several times on this show that the system of federalism we practice in Nigeria today is a bottle feeding federalism, which in every society is not sustainable. I've said it many times, but these guys have refused to listen. Even our governor, who is an economist, who's a business guru, would have understood this, and they start putting up plans in place for him to actually change the narrative. This is his 50th year, so I'm not going to blame the president alone. I'm going to blame my governor also, because he knows better than even the Buhari that is there. He knows better than even the Minister of Finance that is there. So he understood that this system is not sustainable. But he actually, I don't know why he actually closed his eyes, making sure that the right thing is done to avert, a time like this. Now he said the chicken actually come home to roast. The truth is, it's not going to be to the federal government; it's going to be to the entire federation. Okay.
Yeah.
I also remember I talked about the value-added tax when Wike and the Shawolu took it up and they went to the federal court, to get a judgment so that they can be able to collect their own. And I asked a question: what is my governor doing? Why is Obaseki actually joining the suit, having a do as the 5th oil producing country oil producing state in Nigeria? But people also came out and said, "Oh, I'm doing that because I did not actually get an appointment for the governor. That's why I'm actually, fighting the governor on every now and then." And the major thing I'm going to talk about is this. It's going to be plain. Governance is about transparency, guys. And we've not gotten any transparency in the government of Nigeria since I grew up. Nobody, and it pains my heart, nobody actually come out to be 100% transparent. Okay, in their dealings, there's always some shady deals they put in place.
So are you saying that Governor Obaseki is not also transparent?
I said none. I use the word
None.
none. None
Okay.
of them.
None is exempted.
None.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I've been transparent. I'm going to give you details here in the state where I live here in Stockholm State. At the end of every month, there is a website we go to. We get all the bills spent, the money generated, the bill spent, the balance left. We get it. It's like it goes. It's like a thing that we all know. We all know. It's just there. I've said this in several times. This is not difficult. It's not a rocket science. Obaseki is very good in technology. Very good in computer things. Why not put these things up? So it helps you. It helps the people. There was a time here I was paying 35. I was paying 40% of my salary as tax. 40% of my salary. So if I get 1,000 euro, I pay 400 euro. I get 600 euro back. That's what I pay. That's what they give to me. You can imagine that. So if I get 2,000 euros, so I'm going to pay 800 euros to the government. Yeah, that's what I was paying at the time. And
Yeah.
I was receiving so very high money. It got to a point when the money increased, they brought it down to 32%. I don't know if you understand what I mean. We saw this we knew that it was working. So most of us were complaining also because we saw what they were spending the money on, and they read all the contracts they've done in all the place within the state, and you see them. This is transparency. If you do that, you have just made yourself a darling of the people. If you say you don't have a kobo, diaspora will start pumping money into the government to actually run the state. This is the truth of the matter there, guys. But in a situation whereby we don't know how you guys spend the money, and the next thing you come and say we don't have money, even when you don't have, people start saying you are lying. You know, I've said it before that Edo State is broke.
Yeah.
I said it about 2 months ago. I was in Nigeria and I said Edo State is broke. Hell broke. I said that on my show. It's broke. I said Edo State is broke. This kid does not have money. So basically just managing. And this is the truth. The reality has actually come to us. So when some of us speaks, people should start listening to us because we might not be in the corridor of power, but we actually understood how proper governance works. Okay, all this slow, you saw we're talking, this slowing, the Obaseki is no more doing anything because there's no money. So you keeping quiet does not actually solve the situation. And I'm very sure Obaseki took a leave from the video you played where Wike was speaking. I think that's where he got the boldness to actually come out to tell those people we are broke now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Then you talk about the internal generated revenue of 200,000 people paying
But
tax.
I'm gonna ask you some question on the internal revenue. Okay.
Yeah. It's talking about the internal generated revenue, less than 200,000 people pay tax, on monthly, on the daily or monthly basis, they put on monthly basis. And they said, why? We have about 5 million people. Sir, the truth of the matter is this: there is no proper planning put in place by the government to actually collect these taxes. I can say with every fiber in me that over 1 million people actually pay tax in Edo State. 800 of that money goes into the pocket of those people, the tax folks, and the people at the office. Let me give an example of Puwo. Puwo. You know Puwo they call them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Puwo. A few days ago,
we introduce them now.
Yeah, I'm coming now. Yeah, Puwo. A few days ago, I saw on the news that about 10 of them were dismissed over illegal defraudment of Nigerian of Edo State. Not just that, there was a day I was driving through New Benin on one very hot afternoon. I drove past and I saw this poor guy, the head, one of these bus drivers who made some mistake and all that and that. So when I was there was a go slow. They were dragging the guy, and the end of the day, they asked the guy to pay 5,000. Okay, when the guy paid the money, I drove and I go and park. I paid to park. I just came out of my car. So I need to know what is going to happen to the money, sir. Do you know right in front of me? They walk away from there. The three of them share the money among themselves. Right there. Right there. 5,000 naira. So you imagine that. How many 5,000 are they going to share in a day? In one group. And we have all over the state. There are people like that who actually do this collection.
I think I need to look for a video to back this up. But continue talking. Let me search for the video.
So look, go check most of these boys. They are big boys. Most of them are commanding them. They are wealthy guys. How can someone who is just commanding a unit of the pool is a multi-millionaire? He has no job. You're going to see the kind of house he built in Benin. It was about 60 million naira. He has no job. Who owns the money? Is the state's money.
Yeah.
So yeah, because what they remit to Obaseki, that's what Obaseki is working on. Do you know how many market women is in Benin? If you go to a case of market, do you know how many market women is in a case? Every market woman can never say they're not going to pay their tax. They pay it on a daily basis. So if you don't pay, you cannot even shade. So these guys, they pay their tax. Sasana market, upper market, Ogiso market.
Are you saying that the government cannot trace the total amount these guys are collecting daily?
No, they're not tracing it because they're still doing it in the manual way.
Let me come into that. Sorry, Mr. Mermato. The manual way you just said is actually true. How can you have a system where you're going to collect revenue? You still sending somebody at this time of the time, this 20th century, you're still sending somebody around to collect these taxes. This person is not going to give it to you. Where you live, everybody that is watching us right now, we live in a system. This is what we are trying to say, whereby whatever you earn, the government already knows how much they are going to deduct as tax. So before you get your money, your salary, whatever you earn, the government is already calculating it. How much do you spend? How much you earn? How many hours of work do you do? So all these things they know, they calculate it and take their taxes away and give you back your money. So you cannot cheat the government. But a system whereby we don't have database, we don't know how many people paying taxes. So how are you going to know? So they are going to be doing teke mene mene yufasu, whereby some people are earning the money, enriching themselves, and even celebrating 1 billion naira as when they are not even elected.
So who do you blame for that?
The government, because you are bringing people who does not even know how the economy works to start working with you, and at the end of the day, where did we end up now? Nothing.
Guys, I think that's where I use the word as a technocrat, as a business, as a financial guru that he is. He's supposed to have known all these lapses. He ought to have covered them. Because I expected with the incoming of POS, I said it in one of my videos. It's still on Nigeria Watch. I think I did that video November last year when I was talking about how the government can generate revenue without losing the kobo. And I said, and I quote again, that the government should liaise with the bank who goes to the market and make sure that every market woman has a bank account. I said it on my show. Every market woman has a bank account.
Yeah,
every one of them. Do it free of them. Every one of them has a bank account. Then what you just do, they give them a card, a bank card. When you are coming in, you not collect your money once in a month or once in 2 weeks. Not this everyday ticketing. You go there, they collect that, what is it called? That bank card from them, put it in the POS, they put their PIN, deduct the money you're supposed to deduct for that day, for that week or 2 weeks, maybe 1,000 naira, they pay the 1,000 naira, is done. You go to the next one like that. So with this, you will reduce maximum corruption in the system. But nobody listens to me. Nobody listens. Nobody want to hear. And the moment I try to force my suggestion on the government, they see me as being antagonistic of the government. No.
Mr. Yamato, do you know why they are not going to listen to you? Do you know why they are not going to listen to you? Because this is where they benefit.
No,
this is our people.
The people that are actually antagonizing me are even people that live in diaspora.
This is what we are talking about. There's different. He said there's a difference between the he-goat and the she-goat, no matter their similarities.
So these people would have understood, the point that humanity is coming from. Everything I say in connection to the government is for the betterment of Edo people and Edo State.
Yes.
Not a way to paint the government bad. I was bringing my own suggestion and my ideas to have a more robust economy that will not be where we are today. Because I am a businessman. I know quite all right that when your resources is not properly managed, you're going to get here.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not going to profit.
You receive salaries. This is the first time he's telling us that he has lost 1.7 billion. But he has never told us what is our monthly allocation from the federal government. That was wrong. None of them does. All of them, I said, all of them, all. None of them is being sincere to the people. If you don't tell us, there must be a portal. People can just go to easy access. We know how much Edo State got this month. We know how much Edo State spent this month. We have the internal generated revenue. We have the allocation for the federal government. We have the VAT. We also have what we call royalties from these oil companies and these multinational companies that actually work in Edo State. So in all this put together, what is the total cost? We don't know. We don't know. So if you come out to say the state is broke, I'm going to ask you a simple question. How? Okay, 1.7 billion naira outside what you get. Would that make Edo State broke? If that is the answer, how much do you actually get on a monthly basis? I want to know. It is my responsibility to know. That helps me to also think on how I can be able to help and manage, the resources that is coming up. Guy, this is just the major truth, the basic truth. But none of these guys actually wants to tell us this. They feel we don't have the right to ask. We are inconsequential, and we have no.
Mr. Yamato, please hold on. We have a caller from Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, good evening to you, my brother. Yeah, I'm very good. I guess you're watching us, right?
Yes, right. Happy belated birthday.
Thank
I'm
you.
supposed to call you on that very day, and I have to fly out of the country that same day. And I don't remember.
Thank you, my brother.
Why
I appreciate you.
I just got back today.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I'll be following you, man, and I'm even watching you live right now. Number one, I'm kind of jealous that it's only Israel and Mr. Yamato you always put on the conference line all the time.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, my brother. Every Friday, 7 p.m., we are going to be having a debate here from next week. So,
beautiful.
yes, so anybody that want to participate, want to be part of it, can write to us on the WhatsApp. Then you know you're going to bring your face out. If you're not hiding from anyone, then we can do that together.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, I want to throw in my contribution. The thing is this, about the internal revenue in Edo State, Governor Obaseki is not a coward. You understand? He knows how to implement this system. Remember in school in New York City?
Yeah.
He knows how it goes. But if you should do it like that, him himself is not going to make black money.
Okay.
Him himself is not going to make money. So the way he can make money and the way the attackers can make money is to allocate the internal revenue to all these hoodlums to collect this money and give them a fixed price to pay back, to bring back to them. They might say, okay, I heard that Abel Stone was the one collecting the one in Jubilee. They might say, okay, Abel Stone, you deliver Jubilee 5 million every day. If you get above 5 million, it's yours. You understand? So if that 5 million comes into the government house every day, they might equally declare like 1,500,000. The rest of them go into their various pockets or their wallets. But if you should go into POS, into the way it's being done in the United States or anywhere in the world, we're going to know where our money goes to. It's going to be traceable by every United person. So then they cannot pay tricks, they cannot steal. So it's very easy to implement this thing, my brother. It's very easy. Technology these days about finance is the most cheapest things you can get. It's just like a cell phone. Very cheap. They can do this thing. As long as you have a cell phone, you can log into it. You understand? Trust me, those are models that sells in the market. Those are models that sell for more than the rest. in terms of finance, they are more smarter than you and I. They cannot be able to read or can't get me shit, but they'll tell you how many thousands, how many $20 make 1,000, how many 20 naira make 1,000. They will tell you. They know everything about it. You know, they know that. So if they should educate them for it, trust me, Nigeria and those states will go well. But they won't do it. That's the only means they make their money. That's the only way they make their crooked money. You understand my point? So crying out or saying this or saying that is not. Those are all garbage, my brother. Those are all garbage. Those are all garbage. I was following you this morning. I saw the road that you were showing. My brother, look at that kind of a road. Let me tell you something. I'm a civil engineer. 20 years in the US. But I went to school. They have more company in the US of construction. I also have construction here in the United States for over 20 years, my brother. That road there, a blind man can know that road is not good. How can you just lay an asphalt with a granite on top of a red sand? Who does that? Who does that? The only luck that we have is this. Our red sand have manure. Our red sand is very, very strong. If we have like a land that they have in Delta State, those kind of riverine area that their sand is white sand. But to them, my brother, the whole houses and road in Benin will be sink of water. You know, so they know what they are doing. Before they will allocate that contract out, they'll say 20% will go to the governor. 10% will go to the person that helped him to push it. At the end, the contractor will now receive 50% of the money. And that contractor now will also do some guru and work through and make it so 20% in his pocket. At the end, he will spend about 5 or 10% for that job. So if the job is bad, nobody will follow him. Nobody will look for him. Nobody will punish him because from the top to the bottom, it's been corrupt. They ate from that project. That is the truth, my brother. They ate from that project.
Thank you.
Look at Obaseki now.
Mr.
Look at the water project. Look at the
Mr. Ken.
project. Yes.
Okay,
Mr. Ken.
Israel want to respond to you. Go ahead, Israel.
Mr. Ken.
Yeah,
Hello, can you hear me?
Good to hear your voice.
Okay, sorry. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very happy that you pour in your plight and you have a lot of you have your business in the United States and you know all these things. These are one of you are a true son of Edo, and this is what we are asking for. As an intelligent person, educated, and you have a business going, and you are an engineer. We want people like you back home. We want to call people like you to be able to come back home and teach what you learned back into this system that is already corrupt, taken over by hoodlums, who does not mean well for our citizens. We cannot be crying right now. All we need is to bring these people back. We have nurses. We have astronauts who are Edos. We have scientists. We have physicians. We have all of them. We are urging all of them to come back because we cannot give these people. Yeah. Sorry?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me tell you something. In Texas, in Houston, Texas, you know, one of the big detectives in Texas, this guy is my classmate. We went to secondary school together. You know, this guy's a colonel in the police. In his own unit, he has over 50 police officers working under him. You know, he's a commandant. He has over 50 people working under him. We have a lot of those sons and daughters that can do things. I, for one, my brother, if I have a direct contact with Obaseki, if he can invite me, I don't need a salary. I've done it for myself and I give God the glory. I don't need no salary. I don't need you to pay me not a damn. All I need from him is a protection. If he can give me that protection, my brother, I will bring those contractors to work. One thing I would do, the first thing I would do, my brother, I will make sure that I revive Ministry of Works at those states. One thing I would do, I will revive them. And those ones will not have the quality survey. They will be the ones to go after these jobs. These jobs are too small to give to private contractors to run.
Good.
And if they don't give it to private contractors, that is where they make their money. That is where the corruption comes in. That is where these politicians make their money.
Okay.
You will never give it down to a state or state government entity to run it. Because if they do, it's going to go into the fight and boost. Okay, one second. Let me throw this thing real quick in. Airport Road. Do you know what caused the problem between Obaseki and late Captain
Osa. Osa.
Osa. Blessed memory, rest in peace. I love that guy, but at the same time, the truth has to be told. You know what caused their problem?
Yeah, no.
Job that they gave. It was a company that they gave it to. But someone paid that project for 8 billion. 8 billion for that airport road project, my brother. But someone paid 75%. When Obaseki came to power, this man asked for the balance 25%.
All right. Thank you.
And the man says it's not paying.
Okay.
He's not paying because he didn't see where that want lead to.
Thank you. Thank you, Engineer Ken.
Yes.
We need to showcase a video right now for our viewers. Then you can call back later on after we've done this. Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
rest,
Yeah. All right. Mr. Remato was saying something earlier on. I just want to back it up with this video here because we've previously showed the video already on our channel. But I just want us to see this. Then we'll take it from there. 1 minute, my people. Hello, my people. Good morning. Now, still maybe that, but when I order. Okay, this is what
I don't understand.
Oh, Mr. Steven, is it not what you were trying to say that because these guys are collecting a lot of money from our motorists and right? Do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, this is what I was just saying now. So this actually they need to change. There's a lot of money in Benin.
Okay, good. Okay, let's play 5 minutes from this for others to see.
This one, the 2,000 job promised by our governor. That's why they harass people. This vehicle, I don't remove the battery.
And according to what we are hearing, these guys are so tormenting. They force you to pay money, and if you don't have the money, they seize your spare tire. I don't know how leftists actually analyzed it the other day. They take your spare tire, they take anything from your car, or sometimes they judge you right there, So now, what I'm saying here, because Governor Obaseki said there's no money in those states. These people are actually taking, if I'm not mistaken, taking 50% of whatever they are collecting daily. So who is monitoring them? Listen to this man here. I'm going to go. They're looking at the press like.
wetin be the expectation from the members of the public for this revenue enforcer?
My brother, the expectation na just small thing. It's just that our people believe say anything wey belong to government, na anyhow you see am, na im dem dey do am. But the only thing be say, if you do what is right, government go dey happy. Even me wey dey here, he sef go dey happy, because na peace na im we want.
All right. Okay, we'll continue with that later on, but I want Mr. Ramato to continue from where he stopped. Mr. Ramato, are you there with me? Mr. Ramato.
I don't think he's responding now.
Mr. Ramato is just talking to somebody on the phone.
No, he's not. I think he was
mute. He's there. No, Mr. Ramato.
Yes.
Okay, you were talking on your phone.
No. I'm off.
Okay. Now I would like you to respond to this, but we have a caller right now. Before that, I'll come back to you. 1 minute.
Okay.
Hello, my brother Bennett Ogbede. Good evening to you. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon, Mr. Israel and Mr. Steven. Yeah, I want to contribute.
Good afternoon.
Topic on ground,
Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I want to contribute to topic on ground. What Mr. Israel said when the other guy was talking from America. You said these expats, though born citizen experts, should come back home and contribute to the society. My brother, look, man, we are all tired of living abroad. You understand? But at the end of the day, the system back home, when we think about the system, everybody will just get fed up and just to remain here. So at the end of the day, man, the system we have back home is not working. You understand? Number one thing they should do, if you know me very well, I'm always talking about the system. You understand? Number one thing they should do, if you ask me, what is the solution? Number one thing they should do is that who is tracking these people down, most especially the governor? Who is tracking the governor, the local government, the senators and everything? It's supposed to be those judges, the attorney generals, you understand? As in the governors should stop, or the president should stop appointing attorney generals or the governors. It should be an elected position, the way they do it back here in America, so that by then we can hold these people. Governor don't talk money. Right now we are shouting that Oshomole had 30 billion and left. By then the attorney general that was in charge during Oshomole's time, that's what we're calling that. Look, man, you didn't persecute this particular governor that ate so money under your watch. You understand? Because Obaseki will not persecute Oshomole because he's going to eat his own. You understand? So that should be one of the first steps we should take, and we should start preaching to the system. You understand? Those people that can track this our politicians down. If not, anything we say or we do now is not going to work, because everything that they are doing now, you see the system is corrupt, is benefiting their pocket. You understand? So that's just my contribution.
Thank you, my brother.
You understand, brother? So,
thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's move
Let
on.
me quickly respond to my brother. Thank you for. I hope he's listening to me. Thank you for that question. He said we said all expatriate and most of our intellectual brothers and sisters that are here, professionals are skilled. They should all try and come back. And yes, do I support that? Yes. Do I retreat what I said? No, because we have one state. We don't have two. It's just one, Edo. And we have skilled, brothers and sisters abroad who has these intellectuals to change the system of the day. And he said, we are all tired because of the system is not good. You can, my brother, I think maybe if you are listening to me, you've been here on this Nigeria Watch, I have been talking about a system that is unjust. I've been speaking on system. Now, how do you change the system? When you see that the people back there are not working, and you have the capacity, like what my brother just said. I don't even want to get paid. That is a voluntary thing. Come back home. Even if you don't change, you can even enlighten them. give them the necessary things you have learned here by, motivating them, teach them what you learn to change the system. We cannot just say because we are here, we are comfortable, but people are suffering back home. We should be able to use the resources we have here to channel a good government, and this is what we are doing. My brother, I urge anyone who has the right equipment to please come out. Everybody will join hands together, because we cannot let these people take over us by bringing Udo. Look at that guy he's using one hand to. Have you ever seen such kind of thing in a democratic world? Somebody running around the streets collecting money. Have you seen that? But these are things that should be based on the local government, local councils. Who is the person representing the constituency? Even the person that you are interviewing, look at, he's even carrying a man bag up there. Look at the person sitting down. Does that office looks as if something is working there? That shows that a broken system has just identified itself. All these things are what we are trying to fix. You see somebody you are into, look at the way you dress. Just sitting down with that. Look at them roaming around the street like that. All these people that are doing this thing, do you think that they're going to give this money to the state governor? For where? It's not going to work. We all know, even pure water sellers, they pay taxes, 10 naira, 20 naira a day. And if these people don't pay, they get beaten.
But between you and I, Israel, we've heard that some people collecting like 500K or 400,000 naira daily.
Mm-hmm.
On this job. There's a lot of money on this job,
Yes.
Look at the way they are doing it. Nigeria was able to cover all this. They didn't know we were covering this, okay? We covered every single thing that we're doing.
Yeah, you see what my brother said again? He said the only solution is to make sure that anybody that is coming as a judge, like, they have to be an elected. It's correct. That's how it works in the United States.
Let's talk to this person. 1 minute.
Okay.
Hello. Good evening to you. Your name? Are we calling us from? Turn down the system.
Hello. Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I better talk to us.
Yeah. Name is James. I'm calling from Sweden.
Okay, talk to me, my brother.
Thank you for this program that you are doing.
Thank you.
I just want to quickly quote, we in diaspora, we so much labor hard to make sure Obaseki. Now we can understand very well that these people, they don't really know the principles of governance. They just want to do things the same way, and they are expecting a different result.
Which people are you referring to? These people on the street?
I mean our governors. Even
okay.
Another place,
okay, go ahead.
It's still going to be the same thing. Now let us use here as an example. We the diaspora, right? Once we arrive to European country, if you come in with a visa and you want to stay with them, you will start fighting for document. The day you get a document, they will give you a paper. That means they will give you their number, and then that number will take you into the system. So to lay foundation or to do anything different in our land, we need a database that identify everybody in Edo State with a number. But when we have it, there is no way the government can control anything. If you even ask the local government, for example, I just want to give an example now.
Yeah.
You have don't know the number of children you have. How will you take care for them? Ask your local government, their constituency, all those areas they call what's it called? That how many children that is of age of 6 years next year that want to start school, they don't know. Then how can you budget for that? And you're just building school, painting. We don't even have single foundation. The Oyibo start with us by giving us a number. We should go and campaign for the governments to give us our number. Even our number will protect our connection to that land. People cannot be able to take it. That will identify that you belong here. As we speak, we don't have data. We don't have anything. And the government is still doing it the same. All these tasks that we are talking about, it cannot stop. Even the market women, they don't even know the number of shops that we have in the state. They don't know those that are paying tax. Those people don't even have single benefit. Do you know the market women pay more than the civil servant? And there is no database or mechanism to create a pension for them. They keep paying every day. Even when their business is going down, no support. Even if the shop burned down, the government want to share money. People will hijack it. The reason is simple, because we don't have identity.
So what's the way forward, sir?
The The way forward is that we in diaspora should campaign for identification, because if we have number, that means every month the government have to account exactly who that pay tax. That is how it is. Because without the numbers, you can't live in abroad. And without that is what is the tap route. They don't play with it. The day you get your, even when you come as a refugee, if they pick like Aduro Abi to say, once they pick you from anywhere, whether they see or anywhere, or you walk to a police station to one company, that day they will fingerprint you and give you some temporary number. So it is that temporary number you will use to take care for medical. If you go to any place to pick anything for the government, if the government pay you money, it's through that number. That is why SF cannot cheat. Because that number can never be given to two. We need to campaign for database.
Thank you, my brother.
I've done a video, I've said it before. So this is my little contribution. We can't change it, my brother. Even if you put we that is in abroad, the mentality we took from Nigeria is still what some people do. That's what many 80% want to take back, or 90%. No changes. If they do something, if they talk, it's just the same thing. They go there, they want to do things that lack accountability, that lack transparency. And we can never operate in a society in any form of modality that lack that transparency and accountability. Now it's crying for money. If it's abroad, like Sweden here, the government cry today, we don't have money. Everybody will know. If you go there, you go to tax office, you will see everything. It's so simple, because they all have number. We don't have it, so we don't have government.
We cannot track whatever they are saying if it is facts.
Once we don't have number, take for example, there's a disaster now at Welu, and the government said I want to go and help the people at Welu with 10 million naira, or the World Bank sent money. How do you know people that live in Welu? You don't know the number of houses. The people that don't, you don't know, they don't have number. So you just write name and name, give it to the government and pocket the money. So the door is so open for manipulation. It's just a survival of the fittest.
All right.
You don't know the doors you have.
Thank you, my lovely brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's listen to this, but the next person should be Mr. Ramato. Thank you.
All the journey area we entered into, all of them. Well done, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Yes, sir. This one a feeding program and Naija Watch. I bet what be your experience where you get with those enforcers for Redo?
My brother, it's a very terrible experience. So very, very terrible. I just they drive, they go, they just enter road, say make I park. Now I park. The next thing, he say I carry passenger. Who you not see a passenger for my motor? Say I carry load. Which load I carry? Na personal load. Before I know what it happen, say me I bring 5,000. I don't get 5,000 when I want to give you. Before I know it, it don't open my bonnet, carry battery, come out. Say make I come meet their chairman for office. Okay. Now, which load? You don't see me they walk. You don't see passenger for my motor. Why will you just start vandalizing my vehicle? Go carry battery, come out. It's a very, very terrible experience. It's a bad experience because what they are doing, if not properly checked, there's going to be a lot of problems.
How you take get the battery back?
I come to their office, meet their chairman, so I explain to them, say, see what did happen, see what did happen. See the way the boys say hold me, then they go where the battery, they identify the battery. They even, the name where the boy even give me na fake name. You know, give me the correct name. So now the battery we can't see, now they can't know the people where they only are say, now they carry the battery come.
Now the battery, now they your hand.
The battery in my hand.
Okay.
With the help of civil society organization. Now we take collect the battery. Even when they show them my ID card, they don't just bother listening to me. They say they're not interested.
Okay. Good morning. This is Naija Watch. Good morning, Naija Watch family. Now,
okay, Mr. Ramato, talk to us, my brother.
You know, you saw the three of them just now. Where after they collected money, they just gather. You saw them, they were doing like this. They were sharing the money. This is just the problem. You Obaseki money, you know, they do it. Obaseki, let me say, I'm sorry to say, this is not actually what we thought is. Except he had already had a plan with them. Bring 500,000, take the rest. I don't know the kind of agreement he had with this.
But this is how they are doing it.
Yeah, with this unit guys. If that's what he has, then these unit guys are making more money than they give to the state government. Like somebody was talking about the guy that called from Sweden. I was talking about the social security system. I've said that before in my video. It's on Nigeria Watch. You can go and watch it. I've already done all this. Wrote it, sent to Obaseki, put them on the social media as a proof. These are, I told them, it's easy to do. It's not a rocket science. If you can be able to get the number of children you have in a school, okay, then you can also be able to get the number of people you have in your state. It's just the same database. It's just the same database. There's no change. The same system that you are using to do a do best. The same system you're going to use to do this. Now, somebody was saying, some of us said don't pay a tenement rate. When I went to Nigeria now, I was at home. They brought a paper to my house and they got it on my gate. They got the paper on my gate, asking me to come and pay 4,500 into an account. I pick up my phone, I call Edo GIS, say, I got the paper on my gate. And the name on the street name was wrong. That's number one. There was no owner's name on the document. Then they say, yeah. I said, can I ask him a question? If I pay this money, how will you know that I was the one that paid it? You get an answer? He said, yeah, when I pay, they will give me receipt. I'll go and get the receipt on my wall. I ask him, does that actually make sense? Does that actually make sense? Somebody can come there. It means anybody can just go now and bribe these boys. They will give them a receipt. Instead of them pay maybe 5,000 naira, which is the normal tenement rate, you can give them 1,000. They'll give you a receipt. Am I correct, sir? They go and pay the receipt on your wall. Somebody will charge you paid. But the money had actually gone into individuals' what? Pocket. Let me also shock you, sir. Do you know today, if you are coming from Nigeria to Europe, you don't need to do COVID-19 test anymore. Have you know that?
Oh, they've stopped that?
No. The airport people now take money from you.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
They take a pass. Or sometimes they give you a fake PCRO test. So this is the same thing that is happening. There was a time when Ege Bemudia was the chairman of a local government. You know they caught some boys who were like giving Ege will give them a own ticket.
They'll print their own.
They were in early in the morning, as early as 6. They'll just come outside, be giving their own to bus drivers. Before the office will open by 8 o'clock, this guy would have sold over 300,000 or 400,000. So Ege knew true information, and she came out also early in the morning. When he told the office around 5 with a police escort, they were in the office. Around 6 o'clock, people told them that these guys are already around, so they came out. And they caught about 5 of them. When they put them in their pocket, the money they got with them within that 1 hour was over 100,000, sir. So you now think of 100,000 every day, times 30 days in a month, times 12 months in a year, times 4 years that they get spent in office. In one place up front of Ege's office at what's the name, Medake Market. So now imagine what's going to happen in other area of Ego local government. How much these guys are taking from the system. That's the problem. If you see these boys on the street, even when they say Abu will be removed, these guys are still the same, man. They are wealthy people. They drive exotic cars. They spend money in here. You see them spraying now.
You can see what Henry said. I left that on the screen.
Now, yeah. If you go there, you see them spraying money in bundles, in 200s. These guys will they will cut to 200 bundles, 5 and throw it once. Cut on that 5 and throw it once. Cut on that 5. If you just ask them, they'll say, Nain they in charge of a Kenwa Paco. Nain they in charge of
Before you continue with that, let's listen to this. Our brother here, 1 minute. Let me bring this back again.
See what they see for this church. We want to have a vehicle. You see, some of the evidence, I they gather those evidence, maybe people they see, waiting would they see as people. Woman don't enter a vehicle. They say now one way she drive, oh, no sign, no sign. That's why I end them, oh. That's why I end them. Good morning, sir. This is Naija Watch. Me, I do for my introduction about this Naija Watch. Now I do in diaspora. Waiting they happen for this time, not can they good for their mind again. And I made them, now I give it to this very platform to know what did they happen for our town and how to remedy and to reach those where they're supposed to reach. Now because they here. Sir, I want to know your name.
My name is George Atiene.
Domo, sir. Yes. Sir, now this Agberu, the Agberu, bless Agberu for those state now. They can't dey corporate before they don't get a B, but now some are more dangerous now, but they are like more like corporate Agberu. People not agree no say they be tout. Like for example, sir, he get when they call where they wear one shirt right GGO around 12 they just come out they remove battery for vehicle whether your motor spoil or just they come out to they not the year some go even be driver, sir. Now that one I want me to let on.
Thank you very much, my brother. You see, this issue of Agberu.
Yes, sir.
I dey look and say it be like bringing a old wine into a new bottle.
Okay.
They just refine them in a way. Let me tell you, my brother, now Agberu dey. But many people don't know. But because say, okay, watch one thing. Me, I work for Akugbe Ventures. We know how they do the work that time. We're not the first people. But if you see the system now, when it did now, the system did very porous.
My people, good morning, good afternoon.
All
good
right.
evening.
Make a call down. Now me they talk on
The time,
that.
pay right from the
That one will be forced to pay 10, 15, 20,000. Now, those things when they exist those days, it's just unfortunate, say, the drivers are not bold enough to speak their mind. They know what we talk. If they tell you what they pass through, those things when they happen those days, others chop money, priority, you see they happen codedly, but you not go know because you don't take the system. Many of us will be drivers, but because of this thing, this system, we not really drive. We just quietly come out because you not go fit. I have my own boy. That one now, fear not go let her enter ring road. Anything will make her enter ring road. Even if they drive past alone, they go still hold up. Is it supposed to be so? Many people don't run away because of this system. So my brother, now Agberu dey pass as it did before.
We will continue with this one. My question now is that does it mean that Obaseki have lost it? He doesn't have ideas anymore? Because what he actually used in campaigning is that we don't need Agberus anymore in those states. But at the moment, we all are seeing that we still have these people, right? What is your take on this? I want Mr. Ramato to continue before I go back to Israel. We have some people who were calling in. If anybody calling, I'm going to stop you. Go ahead, Mr. Ramato.
Yeah, I don't think he lost it. I don't think he lost it. Actually, I think that is the system he started with.
Okay, that means he knew what is going on.
Yeah, I don't think he lost it.
He's aware.
Yeah, he's aware. I've spoken to few persons who actually works with. There's this but you know they have different kind of collectors. They have the Pugu who catches you when you are not driving one way, or they now have the one that also do collectors. Those are they wear like a t-shirt and there's kind of a chocolate kind of color t-shirt. That's what they wear. They also help you to put your vehicles if you are to park, around that Mission Road, Ring Road area, New Benin, and all that and that. So one of them, I was talking to him one day, and I asked him. He actually came to me and said, "Oh, can you help me to talk to these people? I wanted to see if they can give me a contract so that I can get a live contract." I said, "Okay, no problem." Because there was one of their Oga that I knew. Can I call the Oga? I said, my brother, I beg one of my boy need job. Because I can't call the boy name and all that. The man can say, Steve, on our logo tell because when we're everybody in here meeting Kima. My brother, why you need? What do you mean by that? So we pay some percentage to government, we also get some percentage. That's why we always get all these like contract staff. Let me use that word. They say if they are permanent staff or even salary na pay near daily basis. But if they are contract staff, on we go na be near and see go na the have the one no a contract with the government and not something like that. That even now you know boss here and I boss government. So the head directly but not a contract in there looking boy government. So at the end of the day, they're going to be a rate the government that you pay in there. So do I read this again? I was like, okay. And now no okay. Even though I want the government where does the contract the same with the government? So there's an amount they need to give the government on daily basis. So it's not like before, whereby all money went to the government. Like they were saying, no, the only time the government, because of the way government put it now, the government know the total revenue that they make. Not like the time of Akube Ventures, that they don't know the total revenue that we make. They will just come and say, hey, pound 100,000 I'm making right now with me. But now, government knows that we just tell you, go and bring 1 billion. You, Puhu, we need 1 billion from you. You, Ninemi, we need 1 billion from you. Maybe Esma, we need 3 billion from you. Simple. So you will not go and work hard. And they know that they can make more than that at every given point in time. Esma caught me one day. They said I beat the traffic, which was not true. Here in Sweden, either in Europe, if you are driving, the moment your bonnet don't pass before red light, show you already passed with that. How do you know?
Of course.
You know that's how it works. The moment your red light, your bonnet don't pass your red light. I mean, your bonnet don't pass red light. You don't already pass. But in Nigeria, no. Even if your if your boot still there when light light show, they go, you don't beat red light. So that was happened. When they say, come on, guys, this is the law. They say how they show them their work. They took me to the office. They told me to pay 5,000 naira and go on the road, or I go pay 15,000 naira in the office. Say the choice is mine. I told him, I said, enter my car, let me drive you to the office. We were going, the guy was saying, okay, you go office. I said, you said I've already beat the light. You've already seized my keys. My keys are in the car. So what do you want me to do? They are already hungry. I need to go home. So the guy, as we go in the talk, say, okay, you want drive me to the office, not be 15,000. You drive me to the office, let me go and see your commandant. They drove me there. They thought I was joking. As I read, they said, deflate the tire. I said, come. On what ground? Tell me on what ground? Now, do you know who I am? At the end of the day, I pay 15,000, sir. But if it were some people, they check the difference. What happened on that day? The government would lose 15,000. He would gain 5,000.
All right. Let's listen to this man again before we move on to the level mayor commissioners.
Only I don't want to mention names to you, but I go tell you, say, waiting they happen now. The drivers now paying the day, but fear no go let them talk, because if they talk, the next day they go face mobile court. So that's why they just bear up. You just see that they run up and down. They are not even making anything. Me get boss now. My driver is control, so he don't tire to pay fine. So now him, my brother.
Thank you, sir. May I also add this question? You get another thing they bother me for my down. And those places, those things we want to talk about. Now place where visitor will reach. He will give us respect. He will tell more of our character as people. For example, New Benin, that busy center. Uselu market area, Ugbawazi busy center. Most especially Ring Road, all those upper market road, Urokpota, all those houses, the way I say Ring Road, and some of those connecting roads to runway just come that Ring Road. Why now center of oppression like those places be? How will they remedy those things so that those when they come into this state go know say because they know the rank us as #1 most bully state for Nigeria and Edo State. How will they change the mindset of our people and how government take rise to their own responsibility?
The way we fit change the mindset. You see, when PUWOG, then they were PUWOG, Public Works Guide.
Yes.
When they were operating then sincerely, you see, say ring road clear. And me, I commend them for a job well done. Teddy Sekola, clear. New Bini, clear. Ikobahi, clear. Even up to Sapler Road self. Some places still there for Sapler Road where you know Civic Park. It's still there till now. Now, when they were under PUWOG, they actually operated. Then other hands they too shall. Some hands come. I don't want to call names. When it come out, immediately those ones come out. When it can't turn the system when it be now, they came back to the former old system again. Now when they were actually operating, when they would just catch driver, sincerely, carry and face mobile court. And if the driver pay that money, that driver go compose himself. He no go won't do anything again. But these days, when it don't turn to the Iraeme, give me something. Watch Ring Road now. They're not they load there. Look at Third Junction. Are they not back to the former system again?
Even worse.
Okay, even worse than what it was. The reason why it be like that, say, because some people among them don't spoil the system. You go even see somebody when they say they watch here now, not let person park put. He go tell you, park, if you do, find me something. Like that. New Benin went me for operate when we did that time. One driver no go say, he give me 1 naira. One driver no fit talk am. And one driver no go say, I tell him, say, go load there. No way. We did the right thing then. But these people tried in the beginning when they came. I commended them. But this time, bad, wrong hands don't dey inside when don't come spoil them. It's like some system today now. Some system. You will see, they will say, oh, these people, they're not they take bribe. They will come merge them, join the people when they take bribe.
Yes.
Those ones when they take bribe, I go tell those ones, say, not be so, you not fit just here. At the end of the day, you not go build house, you come say na so you do the work. So that is why if the government will call, you see, some of those old people who were there before, if government will fit call those people, bring in some of them. When it be say, when you go tell, say, I don't want a vehicle here, it will be so. But the thing be say, sometimes the way government they operate now who they see. If they see you, they operate with you. So the system, the only thing when you change them, they need to overhaul that system. That system don't they porous. That system, they don't begin to collect money. That is why you find out that even if you are going in Upper Market Road now, you know if it pass Ibiwe Junction,
no.
You just see driver, they make you turn. You go park for road, they look. You go, they blow on. You are on your own. And you will even find they go there, they go, they look at. They'll say, well, just leave. Later you come back. So they are back to the same old system again because they don't change hand. They were not as they were before.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now, lastly, sir, you see, every society they plan according to as people till they come. To the best of my knowledge, I see say the plan we'll get the plan way back in the 70s. Now we still get. You see, and say, for example, there's no new market. I know here say in the past 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, say they build new market for the state. We not get park, centralized park. Where so if you like the central park, where Edo State government they build now for over, let me say 4 years now or 3 years, where they never complete. Are we not sure say all those are factors to this same problem where people feel park anywhere they park, trade that like Obaseki Market Road, that walkway, all through from morning to evening, they are all there. Are you not sure say even government on their own are part of this problem, that this problem is created? Because me get this why they talk. So with what I explained to you now, because when you not get plan for tomorrow, the problem was always dey there. E be like who send person market go buy salt, as they go he send out water, rain may beat am.
All right, before we move on, because there's something I want this man to say before we get there. I want Israel to respond to this. Mr. Israel, my brother, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Let's respond to this.
Okay. Do you want me to say something now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Right. This man has been talking, and you see he's talking about a system. This is what I've been saying right from. He said it. Overhaul the system and let's rebuild it again. Because it's all corrupt. A system that is built under a corrupt system, it cannot work. I've always been saying it. When you don't have a foundation, a base, and you are trying to build something on top, how is it going to? It's not going to stand. It's going to crumble.
Who do you blame for this?
It's the government. Now look at it. We are talking about, say, we have to collect this one. We are talking about traffic. They're parking here. Do we still remember that we have the traffic police, what we know as traffic warden?
Yeah.
But these people are not working, but they are receiving their salary. We don't even see them on the street. This is another system you are saying.
Is it not the same people they used to call yellow fever?
Yes, that is the thing. That is the traffic warden. That is the yellow fever. These are people who are already, they are still collecting the money from the system, which is the federal government is paying them, but you don't see their function. Another thing, somebody is collecting, you are jumping into a moving car, a moving vehicle. You are jumping into, collecting their keys, removing their batteries. They have not paid this. Do you actually know that that is a crime? You're touching somebody. Have you ever, in where we live now, the traffic cop, they tell you to pull over. Even no matter how the offense you commit, when they come to you, you see them reading siren. Woo, woo. Can you just pull over? And they tell you, sir, can you roll down your? You cannot even touch. You as a police officer, you cannot touch his car. Because this is the system. You respect them. You see our people removing the car, taking this one. That is a crime. It's already a crime.
But that is how the Edo State government set it to be.
This is what I'm trying to say. Now you are putting these boys who does not even understand how the Lord is. They are executing it. You bully
in the wrong way.
The wrong way. Second of it all, you said somebody is driving one way. Do you even have a road marking?
No.
Do you even have signs? I've been to Edo State. There is no sign. There is no stop sign, no traffic light working, nothing. And you are telling somebody that he violated, and you're telling somebody that he just drove more than the average speed he's supposed to drive. How did you calculate it? How did you know? So all these are things that we need to put in place before we start enforcing anything. Because you are actually telling the citizens that they don't know their right, and you are taking their right forcefully. Now, the guy said, how do we fix it? How do you fix a system like this? First of all, Obaseki campaign on godfatherism. If you were supposed to eradicate everything. Bring in the infrastructures. That ring road, put a CCTV camera. Let that chairman be seeing it. So that anybody who go past the line, the CCTV will take the tag. That is where we say the database again. You live in the United Kingdom, you drive past the traffic light, they are not going to call you and remove your spare tire, remove your key. They don't have your time. Before you get to your house or 2 days later, you see the letter coming to your house. Oh God, you've gone past the line. This is the amount you pay. Because they already know you, because you're already in the system. The database is already there. We don't have that. That is why you see this bullying.
All right.
Unless we take it off. The local government themselves is nothing to write home about.
Before we come back to okay, is anyone there with me? Can you hear me? I don't know what happened. Can you hear me? Where's Israel? Where's Israel? Okay, we have Israel back again. Something happened to my light here. Israel. It doesn't light for UK.
Oh my God, this is
I
so
don't know
bad.
what happened to my light here.
No, but that's not the UK for you.
It doesn't
I
start for
think
UK now. Now they talk so that.
no. That's not true.
This is live for UK. No, I think it's my bulb here. I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
but
But
we
meanwhile,
continue.
I want us to watch this video before we move on, and we take it from here. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just let me put this one on. Let's hear what this man needs to say.
Thank you. You see,
All right.
just as you say,
Yes.
talk now. Government supposed to be continuity, but for Nigeria, government not be continuity. And they come to wetin you talk.
Yes.
Not be continuity at all. If you stop here, now you they build this place. I come in, I go abandon am. I go start something else. And all these things boils on money, avenue to create.
All right, my people, more get our like, more get our like. More gonna give me like, give me thumbs up on this. It's not playing how it's supposed to be. I don't know what's happening.
You must create law and enforce it for the system to work. If you refuse to enforce,
okay, Israel, can you hear me?
Who then see?
Yes,
They
yes.
see you.
Because I don't know what's happening here.
I can hear you. It's just yeah.
But the video is not playing anymore. Like this video, my people. Make my I reclaim greatness. Say your card. We know they use card though. I know they use card though. I don't know what to be card. I've never used card in United Kingdom before, so I card not they finish. I believe something went wrong somewhere. I don't know. My card not they finish. I never ever use card for the whole UK. I dey hear say they say people they use card, but I don't know. Me never seen one day. I don't know. Yes, they use card in London, right? In Israel.
No, it's not a card. It's just you recharge it. I actually have it. You recharge it. You just recharge it, and it gives you. It actually tells you how much is remaining, and you just have to keep recharging it.
Oh, okay. I've never ever used that thing. Trust me.
Yeah, it depends on the house. Where it depends on where you stay, if it has it or not.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't have it in the house. No. All right. At least NEPA sees light for 30 seconds for UK. We could write down for them. Because me never know. I'll check with you happen later. I don't know what happened. All right. Mr. Ramato, what's your take on this? Mr. Ramato, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
The truth is this, guys. The only way we can solve all this issue is for the government to actually listen to us. We've actually talked a lot. We've debated a lot. We've criticized a lot. We praised a lot. We've done all, but they actually not listening. Okay, they feel. I think these people feels that those of us in diaspora we need power or we need favor from them. I don't know. Maybe that's why most of the time when we talk, they don't listen. I remember during the election, I'm going to say this very clearly, and I spoke to Barrister Emata, which is now the Commissioner of Communication and Orientation right now. Thank God you are aware, Evis.
Yeah.
I spoke with him, and while we talk, I told him some certain things that he needs to know. And I said, we in the diaspora, we are so much interested in this government that it should set up a diaspora body. A diaspora body that will be in diaspora. We don't need salaries, just like that man, that engineer said now. Going to be here, brainstorm on what is happening in Nigeria, which is the cheapest way we can go, to solve some of these issues. There are people that are very good in software management abroad. that we can easily talk with, reduce the cost, then find a way as a way of supporting the government, many, many things like that. And which he told me, yeah, the government is actually planning to do just that. But as I speak to you now, 1 year is about to round off. It's already 1 year since we spoke. The 1 year is about to round up in his second tenure. We've had nothing. So when I come online here every day, I talk about the same process, that I'm not seeing a very visible and viable result. I get a little bit frustrated. That's why you see sometimes I get frustrated that I just come out here and I start hitting the government without not looking back. Because the reason is some of these things we are talking about now is too easy. It's too easy to work. I can promise you, sir, if the government had to put a POS on this road, do you know that there's a POS you can use? I also told the government, so there's a POS you can use. Like those people who take debt, who they carry dirty, they came to my house and they came to pick my debt. When they came in, he said, "Okay, one pay." I said, and where's POS? He did not get. Where's your account? I said, "Okay," I said, "I'm not paying." Right away. Said, "We're going to," I said, "Just give me what they call your bill. Give me a bill. Tier bill. Give me, say, you go carry dirty from my house. I need to pay you 1,400. I will come to your office and pay tomorrow." When I said that, I said, since you want to come office, you come out your car, the POS. She now went into the car, their lorry, and put the POS. My people. So imagine if I just given her that for 1,400. What do you think would have happened? Because it's in your pocket. Straight ahead. I said, if I don't get POS, I know they pay money. They don't already carry the 30% motor, so they don't have to drop them again. Because you went in and bring a POS, it means you actually have a POS in your car, but you wanted to collect the money from me, and at the end of the day, you give me a fake receipt.
Yeah.
When you reach road, you throw that receipt and put money for pocket. The only thing the government should do is this. The government should start listening to the diasporas. We live in a society that is workable. And some of these things are not rocket sciences. If you like, I can promise you, talk from today till tomorrow, the revenue of Edo State will not increase until some vital, important things are done. That's the truth.
All right.
Because people are there who are just there just to make money, nothing more.
All right. Mr. Israel, because I don't want us to stay more than 2 hours here. Let me see if that video will play this time around. Let me try again for the last time. I'm hearing myself back. Why?
I think it's because there's the echo. It does work sometimes like that. It's the connection.
Oh, okay. But 1 minute. Somebody is calling in. Just hold on, please. Just hold on. Let me see if this will play this time. Hello, my people.
You give them out. May they take. You hear trillions of money being used in irrelevant things that will not even help us.
Benefit the people.
That will benefit the people.
That will not benefit the people.
So you find out that the system, it gets as the system be. That's why some of us, we dey look them and we only just pray to God. May God give us better person when he go really know the masses. When he go make sure say the masses issue, I go be issue. Not a leader who will come in and begin to make law, the law that will favor him, that will do this. No. Recently that day, I saw some people protesting about land grabbers. And when I look at the numbers of people there, very few. I also blame myself because I'm supposed to be part of it. But this country, when people are protesting, we say it not concern us. And when they watch television, when they protest for abroad, all streets will be blocked. All streets. Everybody will come out. In Nigeria, you protest.
Especially this Benin, this Edo Biawao.
Benin not get time. You dey now. This one not get work.
Yes.
What are they doing? Protesting for land grabbers. Waiting in mean. The governor never banned. Naso carry they never banned them. Why are they protesting? I beg, make them go. They not get work. That's the thing. And the people are fighting for you. Watch the people that are fighting for us in this country. They are the ones suffering.
Yes.
But in other country, anybody who is leading protests having the people in mind, you see that they know they lack. They don't lack. But here, protest on when instead you go come join us in the protest.
All right. My people, Mr. Remato, I want you to respond to this before we just respond to this in 1 minute. Then let me show, or should I just show? Okay, before you respond to that, let me play this for the 11-man commissioners.
Unanimously confirmed the nominees as commissioner designate in Edo State.
We at this level, commissioner nominee be now confirmed as civil commissioners of Edo State government. Please say ayes. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Congratulations, our dear commissioners. You have been confirmed. Go and work for the people of Edo State. God bless you.
Oluwole Iyamu SAN, Professor Behi Akoria, and Ose Momo Omorogbe spoke on behalf of the nominees.
We are fortunate in a state with a population of at least 5 to 6 million to have been chosen, 11 of us, to assist Mr. Governor in his avowed task of making our state great again.
Okay, making 11 of us have been chosen to assist the governor to make our state great again. That was the statement from one of the commissioners there. So, sir, what can you say about this, Mr. Ramato?
Yeah, like I said a few days ago.
Okay, just hold on. I'm sorry. This caller I've been calling since. Okay, I lost her now. Okay, go ahead. You said like you said a few days ago.
Yeah, I'll be trying to do, because I got their names. I'll be trying to do a background check on them. I found that most of them does not actually have information on the social media space, which is the encyclopedia and every other area whereby you are supposed to get details of people and where they have worked before and all that and that. So the only two persons that I know right now in that group that I can vouch for is the commissioner of communication and orientation, which is Honorable Barrister Andrew Adaze Amata, and which is the commissioner of mining, minerals and oil, which is ETA, Osaze Uzame. And these are two people that actually worked in the last government. That I saw them, their proactiveness, the way they actually took responsibility of their different positions. In terms of Uzame Jr., he was the chief of staff, but his position never went into his head. This is what I love. Anytime you go to the government house, he's always there to interact with you, to talk with you, and that sold him hard to people like my type, who feels that people who actually have this what is it called? Not on the high horse, this low down mentality to interact with people, that actually gave him a very good kudos to himself. Then that of Emata, the time when the commissioner of information left, which was Honorable Nwamba, and Emata was actually, the backbone of Obaseki's campaign, during the election. He did marvelously well in all the interviews and all that he had in Channel Television and every other place. So these two guys actually okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Yeah, Alex, go ahead. Talk to me. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I want to react to the list of the commissioners.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not so happy with the way naming commissioners after 12 months, after 11 or 10 months, for me is not accepted. It's a very wrong thing to do. It's dictatorial for me.
Okay, but Alex, hold on, Alex. He has done it now, and those of you that lives in Benin, because you are calling from Amagbadan, right?
Yes, right. Oh, yeah.
Okay, those of you that lives in Benin now, are you guys not happy with this development?
It's long overdue. We are used to it. dictatorial way of doing things. We just see him as although it's a welcome development, but we are already disappointed. We didn't expect him to play along the former corruption cycle.
Okay.
It took 6 months for the president of Nigeria to name his own cabinet. So they are just following this corrupt bandwagon, this corrupt circle. I want to use this medium to talk to people that say that those states has nothing to offer Nigerians. Now we have a commissioner for oil and gas or something. So you should know now that those states has oil somewhere around Ologbo. There is oil there. It's not much, but there is oil. White people come there too. NNPC, Chevron, Share, they come. MPDC. So don't say those states has no oil. That's why it's part of Niger Delta. So now we have oil and gas ministry. So does that ring a bell to those who are saying Edo has nothing to offer apart from diaspora? Edo has a lot to offer. We've not started even tapping into it. The tourism circle, because Edo State in Benin Kingdom, how our king was taken to Calabar by the British, those things are center of tourism. We have a lot of. We just need a system change, a total system wipeout. I don't know how we can do this. A particular set of people, they are used to this kind of corrupt system.
But how are we going to achieve that?
We have to take the old heads out. All these men that have been there for ages. They have to go out. I don't know how.
It's impossible. How? Why is that going to be possible?
It will be possible through. Freedom is not given or it's taken. Young people have to come out. You still have to do it. Protest. Yeah. And we are tired of this bandwagon of corruption. This bandwagon of people, doing things as usual. Not be the BDS. It's like this. No. There are honest people who can rule this country, who can work in those places, in those collection revenue places, and they are transparent. People who are intelligent, who has the interest of Edo State at heart. Patriotism is lacking. People don't know who they are, that they are Edo State, Edo citizens or Nigerians. They don't even know who they are. If you are cheating your state, you are cheating yourself, you are cheating your unborn children. So we need people who are patriotic, who love their country, who love their job, who are ready to die for their job. So there are some people that will say, for me to sign this useless contract, I will just resign. When you now resign, you now expose everything to the world. There are people, but they will not allow them to get there. You will be qualified, they will not take you. So the only way we can do this is to come out. It's protest. Protest. It has to be protest as we are talking now, enlightenment. At some point, it will burst. When you drag a rubber like a plastic for a long time, it will definitely cut. They can't stand the heat. You think we are just wasting our time? It's a lie. The thing is hitting them. Their children are online watching these things. Their friends are online. Their colleagues are online. They discuss about these things. But somehow it has to start from the young people. We cannot keep, like someone said, we cannot keep criticizing. We cannot keep, now we must do something about it. There have to be a conscious effort to drag these men away. They are dead. They've been dead since 1999, since independence. Some are dead. As they are dying, they put their children, some put their friends. We have to take them out. Anyway, anyhow. But I'm not advocating violence, but they have to leave.
They need to go. They need to go, my brother.
Yeah. My friend traveled. He was transiting because he was a Nigerian. They separated him and they searched him for over 30 minutes more. And they told him face to face that because people from your country have done a lot of things here. So we are sorry. Although he was not found with anything incriminating, his phones, everything was searched.
Just because he's in Nigeria.
Everything. Because Nigeria. So these guys are giving us back. And it starts from here. Local government, states, then federal. Look at our government. Shamelessly, they are borrowing money and they are asking for debt forgiveness at the UN meeting that just took place in New York. You are meeting the Queen of Deutschland. You are asking for money and you are begging World Bank for $4 billion. What are you doing with money that you are? How can you borrow money to feed your family? You are borrowing money, you are stealing it, and you are bringing them to abroad where they see this money in private accounts. You think they are stupid abroad? They are not stupid. So that's why they are watching us. From the beginning to the lowest person, to the least counselor, we need changes. Only God knows how it's going to happen, but we got to do something about it. I'm ready. I'm always ready to go out for a protest. I'm ready because I've got information, I've got education, and I've got you guys. Niger Watch, and people who are thinking like this too.
Thank you.
Because my children, we grow up here. History will not forgive me if I don't participate in my own little quarter. You understand? If you call me tonight that there's protest at Ring Road, I will drive there. I'll go and carry placards. This is how it starts. I don't despise little beginnings. These are how it starts. Discussions, online programs. This is how it starts.
All right.
So my brother, I'm with you guys.
I can see you are pained, my brother. I can see you are pained.
Yes, it's a shame. It's a shame that you have first class, second class upper. You cannot access jobs because you don't know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. It's not supposed to be so. I'm listening to the video they are showing. That man is also pained. That man they are showing that your staff is talking to. The man is pained because look at what they are doing. How can you be telling people to go and raise money? You bring 1 billion, you go and raise 200 million. No. How do you expect visitors to now look at us? Those who are passing from Lagos going to the east. What about their psyche about us? How do you do that? When you get to a house, you see the parlor bed. Ring Road is our parlor. Airport Road, Saple Road. You have to have coordinated effort. You must put effort to make sure that things are done properly.
All right. Let's hear from someone else.
Even if you cannot wipe away corruption, you can reduce it to the barest minimum. So that people will say, yes, something is happening there. They can learn from us. The way they learn that Edo State can organize free and fair governorship 2020 elections. They should also bring it into other means like corruption-free state or corruption-free city. I mean, this governor is doing some things, but he should fight against corruption. The systemic corruption is very bad.
Thank you.
Endemic.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm listening to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Wow. Our brother Alex, the verse not be small. Hello. Good evening to you. Talk to us, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I can hear you. Go ahead. Good evening to you.
Hello. Good evening, Niger Watch. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying your program, and I wanted to make some contributions myself.
Of course, you can. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, there are a couple of issues I want to quickly run through with because I see that you talked about different issues, you know. First and foremost, let me start with the first video you were showing about when the governor said there was no money and about revenue collection and what have you. You know, when the governor comes and says there is no money, you understand. For me, I think it's a good thing it's coming to it. You understand? Okay. You know why? Because first of all, you understand, when I see some people talk, some people calling and talk, some people even contributing with your program too, the first thing to ask is that, you know, what is the cost of running government? Have we asked ourselves that question? What does it how much is it what does it cost the government? Okay, allocation comes every month. Okay, how much is government servicing? I think government is servicing debts. How much is the debt that government is paying out? How much is the salary that government is paying civil servants, teachers, and everything? So, and after doing that, what is now left? You understand? So we need to analyze these things. Is the money actually enough for government to use? Do they have enough money to work with after expenses? You understand? You know, those are the things we should be asking ourselves.
Okay.
You understand? And another thing I want to quickly highlight also is that, you know, there's a lot of, don't be deceived. There's a lot of borrowing going on, even at the federal level. They are borrowing a lot. You understand? I'm sure government is even borrowing money to allocate to federal is even borrowing money to allocate to states on a monthly basis. Because for me, I think the solution to Nigeria as a whole is decentralization. You understand? When the system is decentralized, whereby every state has full control of their own resources. Because I think it would improve because then development will be faster. There will be faster pace of development. Because this centralized system is obviously not working for the whole country.
And there's cheating.
You understand? Yeah, and there's cheating also.
Yeah.
You understand? So that for me, I think we should decentralize the system.
All right, thank you, sir.
That would improve because let me quickly say this.
Yeah.
I saw that the government was even naming commissioner for oil and all that. But from what I understand in Nigerian constitution, solid minerals like oil and all that are the exclusive list of the federal government. States cannot explore. See, most states cannot exploit their solid minerals like they say. It's just the federal government. Most of the oil in oil depots in those states, you understand, it is controlled by the federal government. You understand? States cannot exploit their solid minerals. I don't have a lot of solid minerals, but I think it's in the exclusive list of the federal government. So that is why decentralization must come. Let states have full resource control.
All right.
So if we have full resource control, I think it will be better for all states, not just those states. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Alex is calling back again. I'm giving you 1 minute, Alex. Only 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes. I want to answer that guy that just spoke. Yeah, he spoke well. He's saying that whatever found in the state, solid minerals is exclusively for the federal government. I agree. But can you say that to Governor Wiki of Rivers State? Has he heard of 13% derivation policy that the federal government just brought to 3%? Whatever you get in your state, fines for the federal government, but there is an allocation they give you. Somebody has to be in that ministry like a commissioner. Every state where they have these things, got a commissioner in charge to receive whatever the federal government is giving back. We cannot just turn a blind eye on that one, even if it's 1%. So you cannot speak that English to Governor Wiki of Rivers State or Okowa of Delta State, or you go and tell them in Calabar that is in exclusive list of the federal government. I don't totally agree with that. Even if you are right.
Are you not saying that Obaseki is too quiet or weak?
No, Obaseki for me is fighting a lot of battles. I know. I criticize him a lot. He's fighting a lot of battles. PDP has opened, like they have showed their true colors. This guy came to the party and gave them, I have reliable sources, allegedly. He bought his ticket with 9.6 billion naira. I've got a lawyer who was part of that deal. Yeah. You can't just come to a party one day and get a governorship ticket. It takes a lot of money. Everybody was settled. What is the problem of PDP? They finished eating that money not up to a year. Excuse me. They got a deal. The government is surprised at the way they are demanding for positions and money. That is just the tiny line. The
so how come?
Problem of the PDP.
Okay, now how come he's not talking?
He's not talking because naturally he doesn't talk. Did you know him when he was in Oshomole's government for about 9 years?
No.
Or so? 8 years. He was not talking too. Naturally, he's a quiet man. So will he not start talking as a politician?
He's taking the blames alone.
The problem is this, sir. The problem is this. When the head is sick, the whole body will be sick. You only borrow money to replicate money. Like you borrow money to establish something that brings money. Over time, you now pay back your creditors. Federal government is a problem of this country. From the head, they don't know what they are doing there. How can you go and meet people and be collecting money left, right, center, and you embezzle the money? And you keep borrowing and nobody's seeing the effect of the money you're borrowing. It's trickling down to the state and the local government. It's strict. That is why they cannot stand Wike and some other stubborn governors. Who is telling them the truth? You cannot keep borrowing and they're not seeing anything. You don't borrow money to feed. You borrow money to replicate business. Then you can pay from the profit. It can be a 20 years or 70 years deal. You may not even be there again. The person may never be. These are signs between countries, not between people. So you are borrowing and you are sharing it between the senators, House of Rep, and some stubborn people in the country. And you think it's, the money markets are going to be fine with you? When you are borrowing money, they give you conditions. And one of them is to devalue your currency.
Alex, for the first time, we are going to have you on Friday next week. We are starting the every Friday debate, okay, 7 p.m. I hope you're going to be available for that.
So, okay, it trickles down to the governors too. The governors don't know what to do, and they are being fought also by their internal party problems. The federal government now, as we speak, is so one-sided, it's so northern. Everything's about north, and the money just vanish. All the projects are still undone. All the projects are caricature. Look at the railway they say they built with billions of dollars. Where are the monies? The monies are not going to the state, and the governors are confused.
All right, Alex.
And our governor here, for me, if you check other states, though he has not lived up to expectation, but it's not so bad. But he has to fix a common road. He has to sign anti-grazing law, and he has to also remember that people voted for him and engage the diasporans.
All right, thank you.
And also has to come and make a public apology for nominating commissioners this late. Why this late? That is despotic, dictatorial, and one-man show, and it's not a democratic principle.
All right, Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
All right. I said we are going to have you here on a live broadcast like the way we are right now on Friday next week, 7 p.m. Okay? All right?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, for the first time, people are going to see your face on that day. All right? So this is going to be a continuous program every Friday, 7 p.m. So I've said it before. Anybody who have interest on that debate every 7 p.m. on Friday should send us a message on the WhatsApp that I'm interested, then you'll be scheduled for that. So Alex, I'm automatically putting you on that next week on, okay?
All right. Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. Yeah, bye. Bye for now. All right. Who is going to respond to that? I want Mr. Ramato to respond to this.
Yeah, let me do some things here. Now, let's go to the commissioners, the 11 commissioners and their portfolios.
Yeah.
People need to know. We are not told them. I just always talk about two that are my friends. Let me use that word. Yeah, everybody need to know the other 9 so they actually know who they are. One is Joseph Eboigbe is the Commissioner of Finance, so that you know, write it down. Joseph Eboigbe is Finance. Professor Obey, I call your head. Professor Obey is another good woman.
In fact, all that news, you forward that to me later.
Okay, sir.
That Joseph, be like say we go your put eye for it, but they were not.
Yes, sir. Now that one we put eye for that one, but that one, that one, I'm not trust her. That way they were money day. So now you know, like Professor Obey Akoria, she's another very good woman. She has done a lot in Unibank. I was able to go through her profile, you know, this morning. So I went through her profile. I saw someone drop his CV on Facebook, so I took her name and went to Google. Was able to Google her name out, and I saw some very, very, very good recommendation about her, how she actually worked in University of Benin while she was there. So she's a very good woman also. Then the other one is Mrs. Otes Momo Omorebe is the Commissioner for Budget and Planning. Dr. Johan Osar of Yahweh is the Commissioner of Education. We have to put down Dr. Johan Osar of Yahweh very well also. Finance, education. We'll put our eyes on them because these are people that can actually change the Edo State landmark if they want to. We have Isoke Omo, is the Physical Planning and Urban Development Commissioner. We have Mr. Moses Abuko, is the Commissioner of Water Resources. I don't know what they are doing with water resources because we don't have water in Edo State. So everybody has their professional boreholes. So I don't know why that was there. They should look for something else, you know, to cover all water resources. They don't give us water. We don't have water in Edo State. So I don't know what this guy will be doing as the Commissioner of Water Resources. They would have made it to be. They would have made it.
Have our own bowl.
Yeah, they would have made him Commissioner of Agriculture and Water Resources, not Water Resources. They would have made the Commissioner of Agriculture and Water Resources. It would have been better. Not like
the Commissioner for Art and Tourism.
Yeah, maybe that was coming. It's in the other 7 people that he has not appointed. Eten Uzame, Mining, Gas and Oil Commissioner. Maria Edeko, Social Development and Gender Equality. Monday Osaibovo, Local Government. Andrew Mata, Communication and Orientation. Oluwole Iyamu as the General and Commissioner for Justice. Now, that person I also know that was able to also check his profile is Oluwole Iyamu, which is Attorney General. Is another good, sound lawyer in Benin. Okay, I pray it's not being politically manipulated along the line.
Yeah.
But based on his antecedents that I actually saw, he is one guy that we should put trust on, that's going to do a lot for the betterment of Edo. And I believe by God's grace, God will help him. He help him, help Emata, help Uzame, and help my sister, Professor Obey. If these guys can actually do a lot, I think we will be climbing into that great again, slogan that was actually displayed during the last election. And on the part of what my brother said about the mining oil and gas, the truth is, if you have oil in your state, you need to have a commissioner. There's what we call Edopadec. Okay? There's what we call the NDDC.
Yeah.
There's what we now call the 30% derivation. There's what we call the 3%. That's why I said when they say they don't have money, I'm going to say, you just give me 5 minutes to deal with this one. We have first the 30% derivation that comes to all oil producing states. Now we now have 30% that comes to every state where pipeline passes, which also includes the oil producing states. We now have 3% for communities where oil is being explored. Okay? 30%, 30%, 3%. Then we now have what we call royalties being paid by oil companies that are exploring oil in your land. So just on oil alone, we have 4 avenues to resources into the state coffer. So when they say they don't have money, sometimes I'm a little bit worrisome to actually know how do you spend the money that you earn. I'm not saying they steal the money. No, there might be some kind of elephant projects, extravagant spending that ought not to be the responsibility of a government in power. Because if you have this 4 years, and these are going to billions of naira, so don't talk about that. We now have the VAT, the value added tax. As at June this year, Edo State actually got 22 billion as VAT. Okay, from the federal government.
Yeah.
We now have the normal allocation, which comes in on monthly basis, which our governor just spoke about. We now have eternally generated revenue, which you just saw that Obaseki said during his second tenure, his first tenure, the second year, that it has gone into 2-digit billions yearly. So if you put all this money together, somebody still telling you they don't have money. We also borrow in addition to that.
Yeah.
I can't actually explain. If you don't have money, the first thing you need to do as a government is to cut down on your expenditure. Do you know Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, never flies first class? He never flies first class. Don't talk about having a private jet. All through his 8 years as the governor of Anambra, he flies economy to anywhere. There was a day where I interviewed him, he said, when I check economy, 30,000. First class, 100,000. Said, I have to save my 70,000. Said, what I want to do? 45 minutes. Where is the difference? See the cutting, where they cover road? That was his language. Cutting where they take cover road. He said, is that what I want to pay for? Said, I have to stay in the economy with everybody. 45 minutes, I'm already done. I'm already in Abuja. So when he goes to Abuja, he never for once stayed in an hotel. So he always stays in the government lodge there. So he said there was a time he got to the government lodge in Abuja. He met 22 people in the lodge. He asked them, you, what are you doing here? I'm a cook. You, what are you doing here? I'm a clerk. You, what are you doing? I'm a security. So I said, you. Tomorrow morning, you are going with me to Oka. You don't have a job here. He said he left only 4 persons. He said because nobody stays there. So if I'm coming, he can call you guys, you can do the cleaning in a week time before I come. It took many of them back to work and go and put them to be useful to the state. That is prudency. He also said, I'm going to say this, sir. He also said during his tenure, if you come to government house to come and eat, forget you're not going to get food. Because government house is not a home for party. He said that. You're not going to get food. He said when he came to his office, he said they wanted to change his chair. That said, this chair is 30 million table. This one is 20 million. That's okay. The man that's opposite us, I go and call him. Say they want to go and call a capital opposite him. What I'm saying is on YouTube. I'm not saying it. You can go check. They want to go and call a man. That was the capital. Say the man came in, asked how much. The man said he's going to do that table for 50,000.
A lot of us have always wished to have Taobi as a president in Nigeria, bro.
Yeah. So they said they want to check. They want to check. So at the end of the day, he spent 1 million naira for 30 million naira work. You know, as he said, up to today, say that chair. I sat on that chair till I finished my eight years in office as a governor. So this prudency. This is how he left Anambra with hundreds of billions of naira in different accounts, splashed in different banks' accounts all over the federation. But today, what we have today is when you know you don't have the right money, sew your coat according to your cloth, not your size. That's the truth about it there. But the moment you start living, what you know you cannot actually afford, you're gonna have a problem. Look at my brother said now that he was allegedly he bought his ticket for 9.6 billion. If that is true, where did he get the money from?
All right, let's talk to this caller right here. Hello, good evening to you. 1 minute, sir. Go ahead, talk to us.
Hello.
Yeah, talk to me, sir. 1 minute.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, yeah, 1 minute. I want to quickly disagree with some areas with my brother Stephen Eremato, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
In the area of oil, he was talking about NDDC and all that. What NDDC is talking about is a federal government. It's not a state-owned commission. NDDC is federal. And don't forget, recently, when NDDC was even being probed by the Senate about massive corruption. When one of their leaders even fainted during the probe. So that is for NDDC.
All right.
NDDC. So yes. And he also said Edo State is oil. We all know Edo State is oil producing. But my argument was that do we have control of that resources? If we are not in full control of the resources. My own argument is that let us decentralize the system. Let every state have full control of their resources. That is my own fight.
Thank you.
That is my decentralized system is not working. It's clear that it's not working. Let's decentralize.
Thank you.
My argument.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please let me.
Go ahead.
Can I take on that? Yeah. Sir, listen. NDDC is federal, but they are working along the oil producing states. So anything they do, that I'm talking about development, and that's how they make the money we talk about. You know, many roads today that we think we are doing like that. Is it Limit Road? The Limit Road was done by NDDC, not Obaseki. So we need to get that. So there are many roads that was done by NDDC, not Obaseki, but they are all part of the development in Edo State. Like where's the name of this road? James Swart Road that got spoiled was done by World Bank, not Obaseki. Overame Street was done by World Bank, not Obaseki. Overame Lane was done by World Bank, not Obaseki. Okay, these are roads now that today that make those places now to look like a developed and a well-organized system. You get what I'm saying now? So NDDC has its role it plays in the economy of the Nigerian state, which Edo is part and parcel of. So for the idea of we are not in control, we are not in charge of our resources, yes, we know. Is River inside of its resources? The answer is no. Is Bayelsa inside of its resources? No. Then how do they manage to develop their own? Because they've already put up a system. Sir, listen, do you know that our oil we actually eating? Okay, go ahead.
All right, go ahead, my brother. Talk to me. Good evening to you.
Hello, let me quickly tell every Nigeria watch family good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Najawaj.
Thank you, my brother. Go ahead. I beg you need to be quick. Yes, 1 minute. Yeah.
On the issue of when Alex said the governor is confused, before you take a chance to be a governor, you have to prepare for every obstacle that is coming, which you and I know to be a leader in a society is not something you can joke with. And when you keep quiet, then we have to point all figure at you. Like what this man always say, Apostle Alfred Oyinisa, he say the community where good people keep quiet, Amoba become general overseer. I'm seeing Edo State governor is doing today. Najawaj.
Yeah.
I know there are so many people listening to me this morning. There will be a very big problem in Edo State because people who are blue Edo State, who doesn't have good foundation, who doesn't leave good legacy on Edo State, and see them gallivanting, follow governor. Please, this is not right.
All right.
I lost my father. Let me go back to that place where you check the day governor have meeting with some leaders in Edo State in town hall meeting, something like that. You will see, I don't want to mention this person's name. Somebody like High Chief, former governor of Edo State. I'm still seeing it there. Tell me if they should say, okay, too, let governor should look for people who will help him to enlighten the Edo State to bring development. Things that will favor the good citizens of Edo State. I don't think that man should even come outside to even say anything about politics again. Because if you check all these things, this is not the politics we're supposed to expect.
All right.
This your second is saying, Mr. Ramota, say he know people who perform very well. People we have today, they are always going there for their let me just say for their interest, not the interest of Edo people, not the interest of people. There are so many people suffering today because they don't have voice. Nobody speak for them. Nothing. So I have a lot to talk, but I don't want to talk much. But let me just. I think.
Thank you, because it's late. Yes.
Everything for now, because if I want to continue, you do it. I know.
Thank you, my brother.
If I want to continue this talk. Just good night.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your understanding. Hello, Engineer Ken. Good evening to you once again. Thanks for calling back. Please be quick on this. Yeah.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't watch. I want to talk really quick about the 9 commissioners that he just appointed. I want to talk about Osamere.
Yes.
You know, I know that young man in New York. You know, he's a very quiet man.
Yeah.
And I believe he's going to do well, but at the same time, he did not. That is not his seat. You know, that is the problem that we have in that country. You know, the father was formerly a senator from Obia.
Yeah.
You understand? Under PDP. You know, that is under the same recycle that we're talking about. You understand me? So those are the things that they have to stop doing. You know, you have to put people that fit that particular job. You know, also as they install the gas and oil, neither petrochemical or petroleum engineering. You know, he has no clue about all those things. You know, you have to appoint people that knows their job, that you can wake them up in the middle of the night. They will tell you how many feet you can eat to get oil. We have oil in Oriomo. We have oil in Ovia. We have oil in Okomo. We have natural gas in Oriomo. Being mined by Chinese companies, being mined by the politicians. It makes you Catalonia, they are the one mining all this oil for a very long time. No, right. Watch, if you want to start saying the truth, we have to bring it up. We don't care who's going to be involved. Do you understand?
Of course.
We don't care. These guys are the one mining this oil for over 15 years or 100 years. Catalonia, it makes you followed by
Thank you, my brother.
These people, they will soon connect.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
No, we should say it as it is.
Of course.
We should not favor to anybody.
That's what we're doing right now.
You understand me? If you put somebody in charge of revenue, don't put a lawyer, put an accountant. Put an accountant, someone that knows the maths.
Exactly.
Not someone that you can work with. And if you put somebody in art and culture, put someone that studies art and culture in school, that knows it all. You know, we should stop packing the government. We should stop it. We should stop it, my brother. You know, Obaseki has failed. Woefully. Woefully, my brother. Woefully. Woefully. You know, it's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad. Too bad.
Okay, my brother.
You just put how this thing is going to go. It's going to be another bongo class. Another stupid thing.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. You are very upset right now. Thank you. No, that's fine. That's fine, my brother. You are saying the truth. You are saying the truth. Thank you. All right. Make we round up. Yeah.
Oh, God, you do well now. Thank you.
Thank you.
America to who we are today. So please, what can we do for those things? If you want to stay on Nigerian Watch platform, there already be a platform of truth, a platform of a Kuta panel. Then you should name the nail on the forehead. We don't care who that nail is going to meet. If you are crooked, you are crooked. If you are good, you are good.
All right. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. I appreciate you. Wow. Alex is calling back again. Let me give Alex 1 minute. Then we round up here within ourselves. Alex, go ahead. Talk to me. Alex, you have 1 minute. You're supposed to be sleeping by now. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, my brother. I feel the pain of that guy, man. I just got back to let you know that. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, of course, very clear.
Yes, I just got to let you guys know that, you know, I didn't want to say some things like that guy said. That guy is a bold. He's a very courageous guy. You know, okay, like one of your guests was saying about derivation policy and everything. The other guy that said minerals fund in your state is exclusively for the government. No, for the federal government is very wrong. It's totally wrong. Federal government will never leave you empty-handed. You know, there's always a commission. There's always a ministry that they have. It's like a kickback. Although kickback is not the right language. There is 3%. There is 30% derivation. There is 30%. There is a lot of packages, royalties. So those monies, where do they fly to? They are flying to London in mansions there, belonging to private individuals. Let's be truthful.
So all right.
That's it.
All right, Alex.
So
no problem.
There is money in those states. Like I said, he bought the tickets for 9.6 billion allegedly. Probably he has been paying people. He has been paying, and the thing is having a backlash. So we should try and find a way out of this mess. It's a mess.
You. All right.
All these old men should leave at those states alone.
It's a big mess. Thank you.
It's a big mess that we need to clean up, and we are the ones to clean it up. With the younger generation, we are the ones, and we will clean it up. Thank
you, my brother. Have a good night. Thank you. Sure. Yeah. All right. That's the end of the course today. Mr. Ramato. Okay. Let's go to Israel. 2 minutes to 2 minutes for you. 2 minutes for Mr. Ramato. And 2 minutes for me, then we are done.
Okay, thank you very much. I've listened to everybody, and right from Alex and to also the engineer from the United States. They were both saying the same thing. I've been speaking about the decentralization of our system because the system was unfair. Second of it, I have spoke about area of specialization where you have appropriate people with appropriate area of specialization. You don't put a lawyer to head Minister of Transport. All these things are where you call the petty government we are talking about. I've been speaking about it all the time here because we just don't like it. We just prefer to use what all those ones can't do one. It's bad. And another thing is all these things that we are having, like the oil belongs to the federal government. This one. Do you also remember that the federal government said the gold that is being drawn, that is being found in Zamfara should stay in Zamfara, right? And now you want to take the oil that is because it generates revenue. Who are you trying to deceive? We have an unjust system, and this thing has to be, has to be cleared. And another thing, His Royal Majesty Ooni of Ife spoke on one occasion when he was addressing a committee one time. He told them, look at this room, filled up with old generations. Where is the youth? Right? You are pushing the youth. You are pushing them to the wall. You see people like Alice from Edo State talking. Look at what he's saying. Very straight, eloquent. He's even talking as if someone who's living in diaspora. Right? If somebody like that is talking, it shows that a little boy with a funny name who believes that that state has a place for him too should be given a chance. Alex is a graduate. He's talking. Bring this person into governance. Why bring in the old system? We have been having this person or this person. We still have them coming. Even if this government leaves, the other government want to take over, bringing the same old people who are speaking English, went to the same National Assembly, spoke English, and brought it back into the constituency with empty Ghana must go. Nothing. How long are we going to continue like this? How long? Until we understand that the future generation are going to suffer the consequences. Then it is time for us. You think somebody like me will be clamoring for old people to come in? Never. Because I will not want my generation to suffer this mess that these people are putting us. That is why I'm appealing to everyone who are there to come back. Let us work it. Let us see where we got it wrong. Let's sit down together and start working. Look at the whole platform that are all in there. Instead of bringing something like this to educate our people, they are busy settling to fighting. This is the thing. And you want to bring back the old system again, and you call yourself a champion. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to do.
Thank you, my brother. All right. Mr. Stephanie Ramato, round up.
Yeah, and what I'm going to say is Obaseki should create a very well-planned structure on how to curb SSCs and stealing. I think I just got the news now on our WhatsApp group that the consultant, Mr. Moye, who was consultant of this Edo Specialist Hospital, have been fired over multi-billion naira fraud. Why will you fire him? Is he not supposed to be in jail? Do you know that this guy? Because I in one of my videos, I said that this guy bought two hospitals, giant hospital in Abuja, Mighty Hospital. I said it here. People were saying I'm lying.
But I told you guys before that prisons are only for the commoners.
They
know what they are doing. These guys know what they are doing.
Now, who brought Mr. Money?
Sorry to cut you short there. Sorry to put in this. This is why I always say the independence of the judiciary is not. There is not. Because
because if he doesn't arrest him,
they don't have it.
Then
even if they arrest him, Mr. Riamato, even if they arrest him and they brought him and they want to probe him, who are those people probing? Is it not the same people you bring in there?
Because
we don't have an independent people coming from elsewhere who does not even know you or know the person. Let them try them.
Listen, what I'm saying is this: if you let's say for example now, Evie said, okay, Israel, you're going to take over Naija Watch brand, okay, and you guys must have an agreement, right, on what percentage you'll be paying. When you say Naija Watch brand, we now have Naija Watch channel, Naija Watch movie, other businesses that is within the Naija Watch family. That's what you now take control of. So you're going to say, okay, maybe at the end of the day, you're going to give me 50% of the revenue being collected or gotten. Now they put, if you go there, I've gone to Central Hospital, sir. This special hospital, I've gone there. Everything is computerized. Everything. There, you will go like this, take your card, go there. Card is computerized. You just said, they say, what is your card number? Say 222. You put it in like this. You say, go to pharmacy. I'm telling you. They say, go to pharmacy. You go to pharmacy there, they say, what's your card number? My card number is 112244. 11244. This is like that. They just give you all the drugs, sir. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Then they give you POS. How the man take for the money when the government don't know? You make somebody a consultant, it means you give him government hospital to manage on behalf of the people. How you can carry all the money to the point that this man now left with more billions of naira in just how many years?
All right.
They say we don't get money for the state. In 2 years, the man became a billionaire.
We are going to continue this on Friday next week. On Friday next week, we already have Alex. He's going to join us on Friday. So we are going to be 4 of us here. Although we don't know if we're going to have more people, we can take up to 12. I wonder how we all are going to be on this screen if we are 12.
You remember that the engineer just said he's going to come on. Because I want people to come in, because this is not part. This is not going to be Nigeria. This should be the whole Edos in diaspora bringing their own opinion on how we are going to move forward. Because we cannot rely on these people. They have totally failed us.
Yes.
And it's time to take the bull by the horn.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
All right. Okay, are you guys saying that we should start it tomorrow or next week Friday? Let's 3 of us decide it now.
Well, for me, I think it should be from next week. It depends on, we are all living in different locations, and it has to do with the time difference. And if we are staging this thing, we have to also check from the United States. We have to check people who are calling from Australia. We have to check the time. So we're actually going to see and have a meeting and debate on it, but it should be next week.
No, but it's going to be more favorable to these people who live in these regions like America, Australia, and all that, because
but it's going to be a disadvantage for people living in Europe because they are already asleep.
No, 7 to 9 is not bad. 2 hours.
Yeah, but do you think this whole program will last for 2 hours? This is a debate. This is an interactive program. It's going to be more than that. Let's say 3.5 hours. That's what it's going to be.
No, we can make it 2 hours. It's going to be part. It's going to be in episodes. It's not going to be one day. It's going to be an episode. So when the 2 hours we cut,
2 hours.
We take it over to the next week. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm appealing to all Edos indigenes, wherever you may be. Just come out. This thing is not just my fight. Because if I eat 3 square meal a day, you eat 3 square meal a day, there's somebody right there who has to swap pure water business for her own education. But that matters to us, even if it's not our child. But if it has to be looking at this thing and say, because we are okay, it is time for us to start talking. It is time for us to start telling the government what we want. It's our state.
All right, my people, thank you very much for your time. It's a new program that we've just started, and but we are going to fully start it, kickstart it on next week Friday. We're going to put it on 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, this one is for all Edo people all over the world. In fact, all Nigerians all over the world. It's not compulsory. You have to be Edo people. We're going to be debating, deliberating, talking about everything that is actually affecting us every day in our country. So please, if you want to be part of this, Nigeria's WhatsApp is there. Just message to us. I want to be part of you. You have to apply. How do I put it on? You have to book your own schedule. That is, schedule your own week, right? Because if you don't schedule your own week, if we already gain the numbers that, for example, we have for this week, you might be put for the following week. So it's going to be first come, first serve. All right, first come, first serve. That's the number there. You can WhatsApp us just say Niger Wash. My name is Soso Percy. I want to be part of the debate on Soso Week. Okay, it's going to be every Friday. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your time, Mr. Eriamato. I appreciate your time. Mr. Israel, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to say good night.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, Niger Wash family right there. Thank you, everyone right there. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Thank you. It's time for us to say good night and good night and good night now. So I will start relieving you guys now. I'll relieve you now, Mr. Israel. Good night. Have a good night sleep. Mr. Ramato, do you still have anything to say?
No, let's believe that we can able to do a better thing and make Edo great again. Guys, let's put our together and take this bunch of criminals away from the road and take over our state.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Have a good night. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
sir.
Yeah, bye. All right, my people, thank you very much for your time. We are done now. Help us to share. Hit the like button. We appreciate you. Okay, and if anybody have anything you want us to talk about as well, you can send it to our WhatsApp number. If you have a topic and you have something you want us to address. So this program that we are going to start now, it means we can discuss anything at all as long as you have anything to do with our how do I put it on? As long as you have positivism to us as Nigerians and Edo people as well. So just send us the questions, topic, and also let us know. Show your interest on the comment section that you want to be part of it. On the comments, on the WhatsApp provided on the screen right there. Thank you, my good people, and good night, my good people right there. Everyone on the comment section, I appreciate every one of you. If you are still there with us, we still have about 300 watching us. You can help us to share to your platform, hit the like button, encourage us to always do more for you. I appreciate every one of you. I can say right now, have a good night, everybody.
Bring